It's NBA schedule release day, so coming up on today's Golden State Warriors today, we're going to take a gander at the top 10 games for the Dubs in 2023-2024. First, though, we actually get to look ahead. We get to talk about some actual basketball here. This gets me excited. If you're with me, you're pumped up as well. Type me in the comment section and hit that thumbs up icon like the video if you're looking forward to watching the Dubs this year. So the projected starting lineup for Golden State going into this season, let's still roll with this. Steph Curry, Klay Thompson, Draymond Green, Andrew Wiggins, Kevon Looney. When they were on the floor together, all five players, they are one of the most efficient starting fives across the NBA. I think it's going to be too good for Steve Kerr to look past, and I know that Chris Paul is going to put pressure on Steve Kerr to maybe include them in that starting lineup. But I think this is going to be the starting lineup for Golden State. So without further ado, drum roll, please. Game number 10 to look forward to. It's the NBA in-season tournament. I personally don't like it. I think it's a twist for the NBA of what European soccer leagues like to do. I think it's kind of Bush League. I think it's kind of corny. There's going to be a couple of stages for this as you take a look at the press release here. Tournament nights will take place every Tuesday and Friday from November 3rd to the 28th, with the exception of Election Day on Tuesday, November 7th, when no games will be played. Each team plays 4 teams in its group once. That's 2 home, 2 and away. Then all tournament games will count toward the regular season, and that does exclude the championship. For Golden State, of course, they're going to be looking forward to potentially playing in Las Vegas. That's where the championship rounds are going to take place. So the NBA in-season tournament coming in at number 10. It's something new. It's something fresh. I personally don't like it, but we'll see. Game number 9, Golden State Warriors on the road against the Miami Heat. This game taking place on March 26th of 2024. So for Golden State here, they're going to be taking on the defending Eastern Conference champions with Jimmy Butler, Bam Adebayo. Will Miami at this point have Damian Lillard? That's really the big question mark right now across the National Basketball Association. And if that's the case, obviously, Miami will have a lot more star power on that roster for Golden State to go up against. So we are 2 games in, and we still have a lot left to get to. Game number 8, Valentine's Day. This will be a playoff push here for the Dubs. This game on February 14th. It's the Golden State Warriors against the Los Angeles Clippers. This matchup, it's always a good one just because of the Clippers, especially recently, having some pretty good teams with Paul George, Kawhi Leonard. Haven't been able to play a lot together, of course, but then back in the day when CP3 and Blake Griffin were playing, that was the start, really, of this Warriors dynasty, and that's really where the bad blood started between these 2 organizations. Game number 7, first look at Victor Wembanyama, and hopefully Wemby isn't going to rest in this game. Warriors-Spurs on November 24th, 2023. That's right after pretty much the start of the regular season. Victor Wembanyama, the most hyped draft prospect since LeBron James. He's well over 7 feet tall. He can handle, he can shoot from the outside, he can block shots, and kind of has an offensive game where he's a slower Kevin Durant. But because he is so tall, he can get that shot off from anywhere, but also be very good down low. Coming in at number 6, Luka Doncic visiting the Bay. Warriors Mavericks on December 30th, 2023. Luka Doncic, I think, is in store at some point very, very soon for an NBA season. The numbers that he's put up, very reminiscent to how LeBron James started his career. He helped lead the Dallas Mavericks 2 years ago to the Western Conference Finals and was awesome that year. And obviously, it was a pretty solid series between Dallas and Golden State. We'll have another look at one of the top players in the NBA going up against the Warriors. Will the Dubs make the playoffs this year? Let us know down in the comment section. Y for yes, N for no. If they don't make the playoffs, that is clearly an unmitigated disaster for the Warriors. Game number 5, NBA Finals rematch from a couple of years ago. Dubs Celtics, December 19th, 2023, in the lead up to Christmas. Jayson Tatum looking to get the Celtics over the top. They made it to the Eastern Conference Finals once again this past year. They signed Jaylen Brown to the massive contract extension and, of course, made that move for Kristaps Porzingis. If you want to bet on any of these games, you want to bet on some NBA futures, you can do it with our sportsbook partner, BetUS. 125% deposit bonus at chatsports.com/bet. Promo code chat125. You put in $100, you get $125 back. $225 to game with. Western Conference odds right now. The defending champion, Denver Nuggets, plus 250. Phoenix Suns, Golden State Warriors there, 2-3. Los Angeles Lakers, Los Angeles Clippers, rounding out that top 5. Game number 4, rematch of that first-round series last year where the Dubs went down early and then they won in 7 because Steph Curry just went nuclear in that Game 7 game in Sacktown and put the dagger in the hearts of all Kings fans out there as they had a really good season in Sacramento. And this is an upstart team across the NBA led by De'Aaron Fox, Domantas Sabonis, a couple of other really good young players. And given the proximity between these two organizations, this could be a very good rivalry for the foreseeable future. Game number 3, push to the playoffs here, April 9th. You figure that Golden State and the Lakers are going to be neck and neck in the Western Conference playoffs. Golden State will be looking for revenge all this year anytime they play the Lakers because of that second-round series loss to Los Angeles. LeBron James going back to the number 23 this upcoming season. The Lakers' size in the front court certainly was an issue for Golden State. Warriors haven't addressed it all too much, and you could say the same about game number 2 here because the Denver Nuggets, the defending champs, also have the size advantage over Golden State. They're probably a little bit deeper as compared to Golden State. Nikola Jokic on Christmas Day. I think this year, this will be 2 of the Western Conference powers in Golden State and Denver. You had Denver winning the championship last year. If Golden State was able to get past the Lakers, I think it would have been a solid series. Definitely not a sweep because Steph Curry, Klay Thompson, Draymond Green, Steve Kerr, they're not going down with the sweep. And then game number 1, just because this rivalry is a really strong one and because Phoenix going into this year, acquisition of Bradley Beal, they bulked up that bench. Opening night as well. So the first time that we have an opportunity to see Golden State against this newly shaped Phoenix team with another former Warrior in Kevin Durant. That comes in at game number 1. So with that, we ask you this before we hop on out of here. Which game are you most excited to watch next year? Take a look at the schedule. We broke down 10 of them. Let us know. And of course, before you hop on out of here, make sure you hit that subscribe button as we are on our push for 60,000 subscribers. Thanks to everybody for tuning in today. This is Golden State Warriors Today. I'm Chase Sr. We'll catch you next time here on the show.